One day, Paul and Silas were teaching people about Jesus in a city called Philippi. Some men heard about the miracles they were doing and got very angry. So, the men came and grabbed Paul and Silas. They got Paul and Silas in trouble with the rulers of the town. "These men are making trouble in our city," they told the crowds and judges. "They're breaking Roman laws. They must be punished." When the judges heard this, they ordered the guards to throw Paul and Silas into jail. The guards did what they were told. They beat Paul and Silas and threw them into prison. A jailer was told to guard them very carefully. So the jailer took chains and put them around their feet and locked them tight. About midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God. Why do you think they could be so happy if they were in jail? It's because they knew something that the guards did not know. They knew that God saves. Well, right in the middle of their singing, suddenly there was a big earthquake. It shook the entire prison. All the doors flew open and all the chains binding the prisoners came undone. When the jailer saw all the doors open, he got on his knees and he started to cry. He thought all the prisoners had escaped. He was afraid he would get in big trouble with the Roman guards when they came back and saw all the prisoners were gone. Then, through the darkness, the jailer heard a voice. "Don't worry, we're all here." It was Paul. The jailer called for some lights. When the light filled the jail, he could see that all the prisoners were still in their cells. They hadn't left. Shaking with fear, the jailer went to Paul and Silas and knelt at their feet. The jailer knew there was something different about Paul and Silas. Paul and Silas loved Jesus. People could see how they behaved and how they were treating others. When they saw how these men were living, they knew these men loved and followed Jesus. The jailer had heard them singing praises. The jailer had seen God send an earthquake. The jailer had felt God's love and compassion when Paul and Silas stayed in their cells. And now the jailer had a question. What must I do to be saved? To be saved means the jailer was choosing to know Jesus, be forgiven of his sins, and live with God in heaven forever. The Bible tells us that Paul and Silas answered him, "Believe in the Lord Jesus and you will be saved, you and your household." Then they spoke the word of the Lord to him and to all the others in his house. The jailer took Paul and Silas to his home. He washed and bandaged their wounds and fed them dinner. Then, as he and his whole family heard more about Jesus, they believed in Jesus and were baptized. God saved the jailer and his whole family. The next day, the guards came back for Paul and Silas. They said the judge was setting them free. So Paul and Silas went back to where more people who loved and followed Jesus were meeting. They told the people how God used them to show the jailer God's love and mercy, and that it is God who saves.